the Prince of Laurasia, or Middenhall. In the
Right.
U.S. version, it's Middenhall. The Prince of Laurasia is the classic warrior of the three heroes. He can use any armor and weapon in the game. He has no magical ability. This is the only game in the series which this is true for the main hero. But his physical attack and defense are the greatest of the three. This is the character the player starts out with, and his name is directly selected by the player.
You could put 8 characters in as opposed to 4. That's nice.
Woo! Like a true beast.
And I don't feel bad about naming him the wrong name.
What do you think about his look? He's got like a blue. Well, it depends on which version you're looking at, but in general, he's got like a blue helmet on, and almost like a Mega Man look. This is the weirdest main hero of all, I think.
Yeah, because he looks like a priest or something in some sense. I don't know. There's a word for it. Like in the Warcraft series, you pick this kind of character,
Like a cleric,
a cleric or
paladin, or something.
yeah, paladin. That's what I was going for. He looks like a paladin, which I mean, you were mentioning the religious theme earlier, so I mean, I think that kind of makes sense. But he doesn't have any magic.
Yeah, it's
So
kind
the conundrum there.
of. Yeah, yeah. Why not make him the Prince of Cannock?
Mm.
Like that guy was clearly supposed to be like a cleric, priest character.
Yeah, this little priest's son is supposed to be like the descendant of Erdrick, the legendary hero who slayed the Dragon Lord. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like a little kind of like wuss.
Well, and usually your main character has the crazy hair. Traditionally,
Mm.
this guy's got, you can't see his hair. It's covered up in like a blue helmet.
Could you see the hair in Dragon Quest One? I thought he had the helmet.
He did, but you could, I swear you could see some of the hair. Let me see that. Oh, I think he did have the dragon helmet.
In the Japanese depiction of this one, he's like got like a little airplane pilot head garb on.
You're right. No, you're totally right. In the first one, but see, that guy still looks like a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got a freaking helmet with dragon horns pointing out in the sides.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't see his hair. You're right, but his head is still ornamented in like a way that's kind of cool. I guess from 3 on, you could usually see their hair.
Mm.
Huh. But yeah, this guy, I don't really like the look of the main hero in this one. He looks like a goofball.
I don't know. You really don't see him that much. Like you don't see your party attack in the Dragon Quest games. You just see their attacks because they're like behind the screen. It's like you play as them, which is interesting. I don't think we really talked about that. Like playing as the party, how everything happens behind the screen.
Yeah. People hate that. Not nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Multimaster about that because it was like I was streaming Dragon Quest 11, and there's the parts where you go in the classic mode, and he's like, talking like Multimaster does. But he's like, dude, I hate this. Like, why can't you see yourself attack?
How do
It's
you
like,
feel about it?
well, I mean, we've played Dragon Quest so long, like I don't even think about it, but it's like, yeah, I do get, because Final Fantasy has them where it's like side by side. You're on the right, the enemies are on the left.
See, I hate that. I think that looks stupid. Horizontal turn-based gameplay? What? No way. It's like Pokemon, but you just put the Pokemon behind the screen. You know what? Half the time, the Pokemon looks stupid anyway.
Especially in red, when they're like these weird like amalgamations of pixels.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough question. What is the better view? It's not even the battle system, because the battle system is completely different anyway. But what's the better view? That's hard to say. I'm so used to Dragon Quest that I like the Dragon Quest one.
Me too.
But I think America voted, and they like the Final Fantasy one.
Well, they didn't. They had their vote picked for them.
In a way, that's an interesting thing, because you're right. Like, they had their vote picked for them because I bet you, we don't know this yet, and maybe someday we'll cover Final Fantasy. Hopefully, that'd be great. But Final Fantasy maybe was marketed better or something, and that became the standard for what an RPG in America would be. And so if Dragon Quest was marketed better, everyone would say this is the way to do it.
I don't know. Was Final Fantasy marketed better before 7? Because they had the awful numbering system.
Yeah. I mean, RPGs just never really took off until late Super Nintendo, and then definitely Final Fantasy 7.
Mm.
So it's hard to say, but the I do hear people just bitching about Dragon Quest View all the time, and very few people continue to use it. Like Earthbound used it. It was definitely like an old school, like you would see that in I can't remember what you call like dungeon crawlers, where it's like a first person
Yeah.
perspective and you walk through. That's
Yeah.
kind of
A DRPG, but I do see that in like Shin Megami Tensei as well.
oh, good call. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So it's there.
A lot of my favorite games employ that system. So
Yeah, I never even considered that. I'm brainwashed by Dragon Quest that I don't even think of like the actual battle view very often.
well, I guess the reason I brought it up was like at no point in this game or in the first game do you actually get to see more than the sprite character.
Right. That's it.
So I don't overthink like what he looks like in this game. It's not that important to me, except for like what's on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'll take the North American one.
Well, it's like when you see them all side by side, like in future artwork or something, where they're like, "Here's all the heroes of Dragon Quest," and you're kind of looking at them one by one. You're like, "Whoa, what's that?"
I made a joke about this. Take a look at the Japanese artwork for the Famicom version again for Dragon Quest 2 and tell me if you see anything funny.
Let's take a look here.
Okay. We know when you got it up.
For the Famicom version. Oh, where he's like poking him in the butt.
Yeah, exactly.
I was watching that last night. Yeah. Yeah, something about that looks odd. And it does look like Hargon's just laughing at him getting his butt poked in.
He's like on a skewer or something. Here's your hero.